We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy. We should just be a food podcast now, just like reviewing Andy's food and stuff.
That would be, I mean, the people want it. Well, they don't know that they need it.
And it's very funny because like some of the girls at work are like, when are you guys going to open up a bakery? Because these things are delicious.
We've had this conversation where I'm going to work with Andy on the manufacturing operations of said factory to mass produce his goods.
So what his goods?
Mass produce.
Ass produce.
Mass produce. You want to mass produce that ass. Come on, Candice.
But you're eating. So Andy made a laminated dough for. He did a
laminated
cheese and blueberry.
This ain't covered in plastic. Stop.
For those bakers out there who know what I'm talking about, but those who don't, laminated dough is...
Girl, I know you layer with butter and you fold and you fold.
There you go.
And
see?
It's layered like an ogre onion.
I like a croissant.
Mm-hmm.
But he made a blueberry and cheese Danish over the weekend. And then he made a babka, a chocolate babka for me to take to work. And then the scraps from those two things... he took and put in a muffin tin and just kind of rolled them around. So they came out looking like cinnamon swirl muffins.
Yeah. And they're sweet. Is it a sweet dough?
It's a sweet dough and there's cinnamon sugar tossed in there.
Oh, it's good.
And so everybody, that's a little tip for you. If you're a baker or something like that, when you're making like those kind of doughs, just don't throw away the scraps. You can just like bake them off and make a little something.
Why would they throw away the scraps?
Well, like when you laminate, every time you fold, you want the edges to be square. So you're clipping off those edges, but that's still good stuff. So just throw it in a baggie.
Is that what you took and then made?
Throw it in a baggie, throw it in the fridge, and because every time you turn, that happens. So I had enough for like 8 muffins, basically.
Oh, huh. The more you know.
The more
See,
you know.
I don't bake because I got you.
Well, everyone, I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe with a mouthful of dough. It's true. Nothing else, I promise. True. Nick's over there on the other part of the couch, so we're good, guys.
We're these unprecedented gays.
That's us, that's right. Man, you get me with a...
I guess I should start with my week so you can finish that little muffin thing.
How you been?
Okay. So we went and saw the Batman.
Okay.
Not a fan too much of this one. You know, I'm a very big Michael Keaton fan, so I was like, I like those ones because they were also very campy in a way. And this one was very dark, but not in tone, in like cinematography and lighting. I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? I was like, I really did feel like an old person. I'm like,
it was hard to see. Yes. Now that you mention it, I was like, when we watched it, I was like, it's like, can they turn up the brightness?
Yeah. And like even the daytime stuff was still dark because it would always be raining or something. So I'm just like, okay.
Maybe we need to get their weather
sunshine.
No sunshine, no hope, whatever. And then a lot of the people talked really softly and mumbled. So the theater we were in had the speakers at the front.
Oh, no.
Not all the way around.
And no subtitles for you.
And no subtitles. I'm like, can somebody please turn the closed captioning on? Because I can't understand a word they're saying.
Do they have closed captioning for big like cinema movies?
No, I wish they did.
Like, I think that they...
I think they should.
I think little boxes.
There are little boxes you can get that, like, I saw one that fits into your cup holder.
Yes.
Oh.
And it shows in front of you the closed captioning, so like kind of a personal experience.
Oh my God, I would love that. I need to get that every single time I go to the movies.
That's probably the cost of the ticket. Plus double. It's like, I'm seeing a movie, it's $400.
I think they have to offer it as a free service.
Yeah.
It's accessibility.
You can't charge for that stuff.
I'm like, either that or I'm just have to wait for everything to come out at home. You know what I mean?
That takes. I feel like they come to the like streaming services faster though.
Yeah,
nowadays.
So I also bought my tickets to go see the Chicks in July here in San Diego. And if you don't know, that used to be the Dixie Chicks. They got rid of Dixie in their name because it was, you know, that whole thing with like the South, and
they didn't want the relation to the cup brand, right?
Yeah, they're very solo. So now they're the solo chicks. But I asked Nick if he wanted to go because Andy won't go to a country show. So
why not?
Just not his thing.
You don't want to go to a hoedown? A square
It's a very
dance?
I feel like it's going to be like a very feminist country
Aren't they
show.
poppy now? It's like
They're
pep.
a little bit poppy. I liked their last album, Gaslighter. That was really cool.
Okay.
But yeah, they're very like feminist and very.
When did they release the last album?
Like a year ago during the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that after they did their like whole rebranding, or was that before?
That was after the whole rebranding.
Because they were quiet for a while, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's been my week really. And nothing else really to talk about.
Nothing else at all?
Huh?
Free dinner.
Oh yeah, we went to Kettner last night for dinner because I got it for free. Because I worked 3 weeks in a row.
It's about time.
I told to Eddie, I'm like, I worked 3 weeks in a row at the restaurant. He's like, you worked 3 Sundays. And I'm like, 3 weeks in a row. Doesn't matter how many days I worked in that week.
In addition to your other job.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. She worked hard for the money.
She worked hard for the money. And one of those days was on a crossed weekend. I know. Anybody
you are not
know.
Crossed, though.
Anybody who doesn't know, Crossed is an EDM festival that happens twice a year in San Diego. One in the spring and one in the fall. This lineup last time was not great.
I have no idea who.
The only ones like that were worth seeing were like Felix the House Cat, Glass Animals.
Oh, I know who they are.
Yeah. It's like I know who they are. Not a fan, but like I know who they are. So
yeah.
How was your week?
Mine was kind of boring. I mean, I don't think we really did much. Work.
Our fans are loving this.
Well, now that my mouth is not full of dough. What was it? On Sunday, I forget what we watched that Adam movie.
Oh, the Adam Project.
Yes.
Okay.
Nick wasn't a fan. I thought it was great.
Okay.
That's false. I loved it.
You did. He was like, I thought there were plot holes galore, and I was like, this is great.
Are you the drama?
It doesn't mean
Is this
I don't
the drama? So what did you like about it?
I just thought it was a well-made movie, and they were like, I didn't know it was like super actiony because like I thought it was a comedy, like Ryan Reynolds comedy sort of thing, but it was like interweaved into like comedy, but like actiony and like futuristic and like.
But it also has Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo in it, right? So,
and oh my god, Jennifer Garner.
I only care about Mark Ruffalo and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
because like I'd like to see them in a different
fan fiction.
Movie. Yeah.
I'm
gonna ship those two.
Oh, what would their name be? Ryan Philo? Mark?
I don't know.
Mark and Ryan Ruffalo Reynolds. I can't find it. They don't have a good. We need to rename them.
Okay.
Oh, and then before that, we went to Trust, and I have a like, not a hate relationship with Trust, but like I've been there, I think, a couple of times. Actually, no, I've only been there once. And the one time I went there, it was for brunch. It was like 5 years ago, and they gave me cold chilaquiles. I know. So when we went, Nick was like really anxious. He's like, I hope your food's not cold. And the food was not cold.
Okay.
So I can go to Trust again.
So see, here's our thing with Trust. We love brunch. Brunch is great. Dinner has always been a miss for us.
Really? I want to go for dinner.
Because one time we went for dinner and it was like the food was super sweet. It had this sweet. Well, like the first one, it was sweet. The second time we went was kind of salty, and it had there was a tartar. And they had like
tartar, a
dill vinaigrette on it, and another thing in it, so it came off really like briny and acidic.
Okay,
and I was like, oh. And then we went to Cardellino.
Where's that?
Recently with some friends, and that's over in Mission Hills. And
another Trust restaurant.
Wait, in Mission Hills, where?
Over where Brooklyn Girl used to be. It's in where Brooklyn Girl is.
Oh, did they replace that?
Yeah.
How long has it been not Brooklyn Girl?
Like 2 years.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
on that corner, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
The corner's Harley Gray.
Or like on the other corner, because
Right.
it's like here's Harley Gray, and then here's like the nothing, and then you go down.
Right.
Patio's taken now too.
Yeah, there. It's called something La something.
Yeah. La Puerta. Or
yeah. That's right. The door.
Look at me knowing Spanish. But like we were very. The flavors were good. but the portion sizes were small.
Okay.
For the price that you were paying.
The cost was
for $25, and we got like a very small amount of pasta.
Oh.
And we're like, oh, this is not good.
Was it like tapas, kind of like small plates?
No.
Really?
Like they were playing this as like a full-on entree size pasta.
But they were giving you the kids' meal size?
Right. It felt like that. And we shared it because we thought, oh, we'll just have the carpaccio. Okay. So they had on their menu
Carpaccio.
The carpaccio.
Oh, yeah. I love the carpaccio.
I love the carpaccio. Don't you know?
Oh, it's Philip Mignon carpaccio.
Don't you know? But they have a cheesy garlic bread on their menu.
Okay.
Now, when you think that, how do you think that's going to come out?
Warmed.
No, you think it's going to come out. Do you think it's going to come out like a long French bread kind of thing? Okay.
Sliced up.
That is not how this came out.
Oh, God.
It was Parker rolls with butter and cheese on top.
What's a Parker roll?
Like those little, round buns, like 6 of them, like...
Okay.
In a little pot like those.
Okay. Like dinner rolls.
Yes.
Okay.
With just butter and cheese on top.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, no ho. Oh. This is not.
Did you tell them? Did you let them have it?
I did not. I was like, we were with friends, and I'm like, I'm not going to be that person today. So, it's fine.
I mean, the menu.
The menu it looked good. Everything on it was tasty that we tried. But it was just like $25 for a dish of pasta that had maybe 2 ounces of sausage in it.
And like a small...
I need more sausage.
Okay.
The gays need more sausage.
I mean, I love my sausage with maple syrup.
I know you do. So you went to Trust.
Yeah, so I mean, I actually was going to say I want to try it for dinner, but now after talking to you... See, I lost my trust in Trust. It's easy. Trust. It's what is it? It's easy. It's hard to build and easy to break.
Yes. There you go.
Cooper, you want to talk?
Cooper wants to get on
he wants
air.
to speak on the microphone.
You don't want to speak into Andy's chode?
He wants. It's Jody Chody. We should tell them about Jody.
Okay, so Andy ordered a computer for work or something, right? And it was like, it came with a free Yeti microphone.
Really?
Yeah, so it's a mini Yeti microphone.
A nano.
Huh. Would they give those away for free? Like
this?
I mean, it wasn't free. The work computer was kind of
well, but I mean, so the work paid for it, and you just like piggybacked on it?
Well, no, I mean, it just came as part of the package for that computer.
Why?
So I don't know why it was
for
just
Zoom calls. Like, is that a thing?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, do people really care about their audio for Zoom?
It became popular during the pandemic.
I do not.
Yeah,
I use a headset, and it's like the one that has like the over ear and the little
I do the same. I use a headset all day. So
you look like you're selling Time Life books,
or like, hi, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get your order or whatever?
What can I get started
2
for
fries,
you?
1 double. Oh, that's in and out or whatever. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, so I lost trust in Trust.
Okay,
and then the last of the updates is that we went and saw Todrick Hall last night. And
you didn't ask him about Big Brother.
We didn't, mostly because there wasn't service in the House of Blues,
and you had to buy 2 pieces of merch to talk to him.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
To take a picture with him, you had to you had to buy 2 pieces of merch.
So, did I tell you about what came out during his time on Big Brother?
You did.
No.
We talked about it on the.
About his cameos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, no, not his cameos. About the whole not being.
No. So, here's the thing.
Tell me.
When he does cameos, he doesn't do a lot of personalization, which is what you pay for when you do the cameos.
So he does like a general cameo.
He does a general cameo.
Hey girl, happy birthday.
Yes, basically. And he may say your name once, but that's it.
Oh.
Like a lot of people, they can put like notes in there like, hey, I could just wish him a happy birthday. He's your favorite. But I did one for Pangina Heels after we started watching, Drag Race Thailand.
Okay.
And I had it sent to Andy for his birthday.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, I hear you're a big fan, Andy, and Paul wants to wish you a happy birthday. And like that kind of stuff is what you do cameo for.
Yeah.
And he's like, during Big Brother, like overnight or whatever, he started talking about how like he gets so many that he can't do personalized ones. So he just does it a general one and sends it out, and it's like,
oh boy,
oh, that's not good, and especially at the price that he charges for cameos.
How much are they?
I think they're like in the $30 to $40 range, if not more.
Okay,
so he's not cheap.
Yeah,
like
I don't know how much a cameo is.
Like it depends on the person. You can get anywhere from like $10 to $30. Look, I think he stopped.
Oh no,
he's not taking any requests because of what came out.
Oh man. Well, I mean,
that's hilarious.
Well, how come tugayspod isn't doing cameos right
I know we should. We should do cameos.
Do we have to set up an account?
I think we might have to, but that's okay. We could do that.
I'm down.
Oh my God. Be on the lookout for tugayspod on Cameo. Everybody will do birthdays. We'll do brisks. We'll do all of it. You're coming out. We'll send you a cameo for your coming out party. You're having a threesome. We'll send you you're opening up your relationship. We'll send you a cameo.
$2.
Exactly.
$2? $200? Bitch, we know our worth. Come on. Let's be real. For the discount, we'll give you 2 for $200 or whatever.
There you go.
Call now and we'll include shipping and handling. Oh man.
For our 50 loyal listeners.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't it like 51? So he was a good performer, right? Don't get me wrong. Like, he knows how to put on a show.
And I love going to the House of Blues for a show. Like,
it was funny because we walk in and I was like, oh, there's seats. And Nick is like, oh no, we have to go to the pit. And I was like, oh my. Because we were general admission.
Oh yeah.
But like, what I like about him is that he writes for the LGBTQIA plus community. And so like, he had a song, it was called like, I forget, I Am Enough or something. And all of his dancers were of the community. So like, there were 3 people that were highlighted. It was one was intersex, one was a trans man, and then the other person was this woman who had alopecia. Okay. And was a beautiful dancer. And like, it was their stories, and it was just like very beautiful. And I was like, you know what? There's a message. I'm okay with it.
I've heard like stories about Todrick Hall that he's not very nice to like his dancers.
I've heard them too. Yeah,
all that stuff. So
I mean, it's hard because it's like there's hearsay about everybody, you know.
Right.
And I mean, I think like he put on a good show, and I was like, okay, that was great.
Was Taylor Swift there?
Why would Taylor Swift be there?
Because they're friends. They're like good
oh
friends.
my God, if Taylor Swift showed up, I probably would have just been like, oh, that's Taylor Swift. Look, the show started at 8 p.m. and I was like, oh God, I got 2 hours in me.
Were there naked guys on stage during Raining Fellas?
He didn't do it.
Yeah,
he didn't do Raining Fellas?
That's why I went. I mean,
that's the whole point.
Yeah.
And what was the Femulin tour, and so it was the bulk of the album, but like he ended with Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels.
But Femulin...
I wanted Raining Fellas, yeah.
But Raining Fellas is on that album.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if there's like a... if he's being sued or something, like there's a legal... Because it's too close to It's Raining Men.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe. Oh.
You know what? I think I saw that he had like a tour list, and it was like 50 songs.
Okay, but like you can't leave out a party starter like that one, you know?
Oh yeah. I know. So
Apparently
I was
apparently he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I thought it was going to be an encore.
No,
it was not.
Oh, so he didn't do any encore, did he?
No, he just ended.
He was like, boom. Y'all got what you paid for. I'm out. If you buy 2 pieces of merch, you can.
That's exactly how he ended it. See me over there if you bought 2 pieces of merch.
and what was the cheapest piece of merch?
I have no idea. They wanted it when we walked in. I was like, no, I don't have.
Could you get a pencil, like a pencil topper?
I told Joe I wanted to buy you a Todrick Hall T-shirt just because you wouldn't. You'd like be like, thank you, but no thank you.
He's like, I'm gonna get Paul. I was like, no, don't waste your money because Paul wouldn't want that, and he wouldn't take it. He'd be like, thank you, but you have it.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell him about the opening act.
What was the opening act?
The little dude.
Oh my God, there was a stupid little gay kid who opened it and was like, shut
oh my God!
He wasn't stupid. He wasn't stupid.
Not stupid. This like LA WeHo gym rat who like can't sing and like had a song about pheromones, and I was like, get off the stage.
His songs were...
But tell us how you really feel.
I did not approve.
Okay.
I'm all for lifting up the community, but some people shouldn't be lifted. And he was Greenwell or whatever, Green something.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Okay.
did it like.
No, it didn't actually leave an impression if you can't remember the name. So
I just remember he was very annoying.
okay.
He was like, "We have another song," and I was like, "No, stop it."
Do you? Because I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I was like, "You get your 5 minutes and then open for the act." Thank you. So yeah, Greenwell. Ew. Ugh.
Oh, okay. If you guys go to Todrick Hall's Instagram page, you'll see him on there. And it's Jossie Green or something like that.
Although I did follow a couple of the backup
Jossie
dancers.
Greenway.
The backup dancers were
Greenwell.
fine.
Okay. Did you see there's a new show out coming on? It's like the search for the best go-go boy in America.
No.
On like
What?
Out TV. And it's like Johnny McGovern from Look at Her. Like
With the host?
yeah. Johnny McGovern. So he's doing a new show and it's like the search for America's best go-go boy.
I'm down for that. Is
I
it on like
know.
a real like on a network that I need to get?
I think it's on Out TV or something.
I don't think I have that.
So
Maybe on Wow. He
I
has a
don't think it's on
YouTube.
Wow.
He has a YouTube channel because it's yeah. He would do all the like interviews.
yeah.
I like him. He's good.
Yeah, I like him too. All right. So is that it?
That's all I have.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to our next segment, everyone, which we all love. What's giving us life? What's giving us breath? What's giving us everything? It's time for mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. All right. Do you want to start? Or you want me to start?
Are yours like really like breathtaking?
I have 3.
Okay, I'll start because I feel like yours all.
Mine are very involved, I think, because I have a lot to say about it.
Don't get me started. Marlboro. So what's giving me life is I got my bonus from work. So like
I thought you started that sentence off, and I was like, you got a bow what?
a mass erection at work. In the locker room, skeet, bitch.
Look at my pecker. Look at it. Those are some shorts I want to get. I say that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought it was a t-shirt too.
I only saw the swim
trunks.
short, the swim trunks.
Anyway, you need them.
And he hasn't ordered them yet.
Why?
So.
He was waiting for the Todrick Hall t-shirt.
There you go.
So I got my bonus, which was great. Whatever, but like. The next thing is Salt and Straw. And so we went to Salt and Straw?
Yeah.
In Little Italy.
Yep.
And they had this, like, it was almost like Rice Krispie ice cream.
Okay.
But it was like, I don't know if that's what it was called, but they had this, like, cereal. It was, like, various types of cereals. And so there was, like, a Cocoa Puffs chocolate cold brew. And then, like, the Rice Krispie whatever. So that Rice Krispie one was solid because it had, like, a fat chunk of Rice Krispies in it.
So, have you tried Mr. Trusty's ice cream yet?
No.
Which is down over by, and it's right next, it's connected to Cardellino's in Mission Hills.
Okay.
And
There's
you
an ice cream store over there?
Yeah.
Is it new? 2 years?
It's been there as long as Cardellino has.
Okay, 2 years.
It's new to you.
And I bike by that every week.
Yeah.
You would think I would look.
You'd think you'd look, but you know.
Mr. Trusty.
Yeah, and
Ooh.
they have this malted chocolate ice cream brownie.
Okay.
That's so good. And Andy's like, that's actually the best chocolate ice cream I've had. And I'm like, Andy doesn't like chocolate ice cream either.
Oh?
He's a very vanilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Hey, vanilla's the base of all flavors.
there you go.
So without vanilla,
Well,
you
it's
have no
not.
base.
Okay. There you
Drop the base.
go. So what else are you?
That's it.
Oh,
See,
that was
I know. I'm telling you, I was born this week. You have to pick up the energy.
Okay.
And bring the children back to your excitement.
All right. So the first thing I'm obsessed with, because I'm gonna leave my favorite one for last, but like the first thing I'm obsessed with is the second season of Upload is out, and you have to, if you haven't watched, you watched the first one,
Yeah,
right?
you told me to
have a
watch
pierced
it.
tongue.
No.
Oh! I think it was just like you opened your mouth and you were like, and I saw something. I think it was just like maybe like a spit bubble or something.
Oh no! It's from the bread I was chewing on earlier. Sometimes I think that people have pierced tongues too, but it's just like the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing pierced on this body.
But if you watch the first season, the second season is really good. I love it.
It ended on a cliffhanger too.
Yes.
So it's on Amazon, right?
So it's on Amazon.
Okay.
So the new season's out. It's only 7 episodes, which we're very upset about.
Why?
I don't know.
Pandemic.
But like you do get to see Luke's butt a lot.
Okay.
And he's like shirtless a couple of times during the show.
I forgot that's what his name was.
No, that's not the
Who's Luke?
Luke is the friend, the goofy friend in the show. He plays he's dating the woman who's black and white. And I say that as because she's in black and white. She's not in color.
Okay, I definitely don't remember the show.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just remember
it's
he
been a while.
dies. Yeah.
It's been a while since the first.
It's been 2
season.
years.
Yeah. So it's that guy. He plays the best friend. So you get to see his butt a couple of times.
Oh, isn't he got he's like an admiral or like a
he
got
was in
like
the
an
military
accent or something? Okay.
So he's fun. I like him. But yeah, so the second season's out. So watch that. My next one is okay. So I watched a lot of 80s cartoons.
Okay.
So like Care Bears, the Gummy Bears.
But Gummy Bears.
Yeah. So Renault, which is a car manufacturer in Europe.
France.
It's French.
Europe? Isn't France in Europe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is it? Oh, God.
They just put out a new ad.
Okay.
And it's about 2 minutes long. And it's basically they recreated Dungeons and Dragons from the 80s kids show.
Okay.
And it's so amazing. And it gives like people who are my age this like nostalgia for that show. And I wish they would do a real live action movie of it because they did such a good job.
Is that what you posted on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, I saw whatever that was and I was like, that looks legit.
It looked like a freaking movie, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's a car ad.
Oh.
Andy was watching it and he's like, I'm like, isn't that cool? It's like, it's for a car. He's like, what? They put that much money into a car ad?
Budget.
I mean, yeah, it is super budget.
They're
but
doing
I'm
those
like,
cameos.
and I was like, I want to see this movie now.
Is it a movie? No.
No, but it's
Oh.
like, I wish they would make it because I love
Maybe
Dungeons
if we
and
write to
Dragons.
them.
Maybe.
Dear Renault.
I always wanted to be the girl who has the bow staff. I think she's the coolest.
Wait, which one is she?
She's all the way on the right, the African American girl. Cause
Oh.
and they even got like the colors right for all of the weapons when they light up and stuff, like they did on the
Oh.
cartoon.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay.
All right. So my third and final thing, and I'm loving this because we're watching it on Netflix,
Uh-oh.
is I love doing the voice from Inventing Anna.
Oh my God.
Dear the hot arm.
What?
That's how. Dear the hot arm. This is ridiculous. It's just been dramatic.
Oh, yeah. Big fuck up. Sorry. Why I'm not transferred?
The lion coming through. Why are you bothering me with that? Do you know the kind of stress I'm under?
Oh my God. I'm bringing ADF whether you like it or not.
I'm trying to create something that's iconic.
You're basic bitches.
Me and Annie do that all day long. Like, could you go get me some more ketchup?
You're so basic.
You're so
Oh my God.
basic with your ketchup.
Did you finish it yet?
No, I think we have like 1 or 2 more episodes. We just got through the Rachel episode.
Who's Rachel?
She was the girl. Girl, did you not watch this show?
Okay, so I watch things and I don't remember names.
Okay.
Like, at
So
all.
Rachel's the girl. So
Oh, she was the best friend that then
in Marrakesh.
Vanity Fair.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because that Marrakesh episode, my butthole was clenched for
Were
a good
you-
45 minutes during
It
that
was
whole thing.
stressful. Yes.
And I was just like, oh my God. And it's funny because we watched a YouTube video about that place like a year or two ago.
It's a real place?
It's a real place.
Well, I guess if they travel there, yeah.
Yeah, it's like an actual.
What is it? Like a shrine? Or
No,
like
no,
a
it's a
historical?
luxury resort. They only have a certain number of rooms, and like it's basically just for the wealthy. And like you basically have your whole little area and a butler that tends to you
Damn.
and only to you.
I just feel so bad. Like, did you the Rachel episode and like how much she spent?
$62,000.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But on her work.
Okay, because me and Andy are like, there's some holes in this. Just like you watch like Theranos, like the Dropout with
Yep.
Elizabeth Holmes for
I had
Theranos.
on
and stuff.
Hulu.
Yeah. And I'm just like, you watching this, but I'm going to get back to what I was just saying,
Okay.
but I'm going to say this because I don't want to forget, it all happened during Fire Festival too. Like Fire Festival was going on.
I know.
Perpendicular
and they
to
talked
that.
about it, yeah.
But like me and Andy are like, why didn't somebody call the police? Why didn't Rachel just talk to her
That's
boss
my
at
question
Vanity
too. Like,
Fair?
were they that like under a spell? It's just because I was thinking the same thing. Like, if I were Rachel, I'd be like, hey, this happened. Like, I was duped by a friend, but did she like not want to like turn her friend in?
Right.
I don't know.
It was so weird. And like Neff just like, I'm like, girl. But also because
Homegirl was hypnotized by the Anna Delvey.
well, yeah, and then she was like, because Anna paid her
Yep.
and paid the bill somehow.
Yep.
Like, I want to see if she gets because she at the last episode that we watched was like her depositing a check at one bank from her work checking account, like for the ADF for the foundation, and then going to North Midtown, Manhattan or whatever, and then taking it out. And I'm like, this does not raise a red flag at a bank at all. Like, come on.
Yeah. Did you see the Neff episode?
Yes.
She's had an episode. Yeah. If you have two left, like it's good.
I like Casey, but I'm also like, girl, the universe is not talking to you. It's just
Laverne Cox.
Yeah, you just got lucky.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was well made.
I want them to do a show of I want them to call it Scriberia, and it's just the four people in the back.
Well, Netflix is doing a good job on those like fraud things because they had the Tinder swindler, then Inventing Anna, and then I actually just started today. It's called Bad Vegan, and it's like a similar.
Oh, that's
sort
a
of
new
thing.
one, and I have that on my list. I think I'm gonna watch it.
It's like it's only 4 episodes. I'm halfway through, but like I'm like, what is this? So there's definitely a Netflix theme on like what they're putting out, and I'm like, this is good content. Like focus on like good stuff.
Well, and this is Shonda Rhimes is part of her contract, so you know she's like
really Inventing Anna, huh?
Yeah. Shondaland, you didn't recognize all these people from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I didn't watch Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, it's a lot of people from Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. All those people are
Rachel
all in
is
it.
A big Scandal.
Yeah,
wait, who's from How to Get Away from How to Get Away with Murder? Sorry, my tongue piercing's really inhibiting my ability to speak.
That hotel in Marrakesh is $5,800 a night. Like the lowest I can find.
1,500?
5,800.
Oh, 5,800.
That's nothing.
6,000.
Charge the bank. Do you know who I am? My father's trust is 60 million.
Rana da God. What are you
Try
talking
another
about?
card.
It's a Marrakesh.
You're basic. Do you know who I am?
So yeah, those are my 3 things that I'm obsessed with.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that the Bad Vegan. I was like, this is interesting. I'm not obsessed with it yet because it's only 2 episodes in, but I was like, this is weird.
We might start that one after we finish Inventing Anna.
Okay.
So we don't ever binge watch stuff. We like watch an episode and then we move on.
See, I will binge. Like I was like, I'm off work today. I'm gonna 4 hours. Oh, podcast? Nope, don't have time. I'll do 2 episodes. 2 more later.
All right. So as we all know, a bill passed in Florida, the Don't Say Gay bill, and this got me thinking about like Andy's over here. Okay, so we record and Andy's over here trying to blind me with his Apple Watch and the sun in my eye because we're 12 years old.
Oh, that's on purpose?
Yeah.
That's on purpose?
Yes, it's on purpose.
I thought it was me, and I was like, that's why I've been like holding my hands like
Voguing.
it's like I'm voguing. Like my phone is here. I'm just like, oh God, I thought it was me.
So anyway, because of the Don't Say Gay bill, this made me think about like when we were in school and, you know, whether it be elementary, middle, or high school, like I wanted to kind of like talk about that. So like, let's start with elementary school. How was elementary school for you?
I hated all school.
Why?
I was bullied like chronically.
Really?
Yes. Just because
I
think like, I don't know if like being gay, you're just a target because you're different, but like, I don't know. Like, I think I like to think that I was ahead of the curve and like living my own truth and like doing life for myself and not caring about like being popular. And like when you're different, you're definitely like a target. But like, I would say like elementary school, like K through 5, right? Is that elementary?
Mm-hmm.
K through 5, and then middle is 6 through 8.
Yeah, depending. Because like when I went to elementary school, it was K through 6.
Okay.
And then middle school was 7, 8, and 9. And then when I left elementary school, that's when they shifted everything over. So I started in the middle of middle school.
Oh, wait.
So I started. So when I got to
Why
middle
did they
school,
shift it?
it did to match up with everybody else in the country, I guess, because it's Florida.
Did you hear that they're going to try and get rid of daylight savings time? It went to like the Senate or something?
Yeah.
I'm for it.
I mean, I say pick one and just stick with it.
Thank you. Yeah, let's be consistent.
Not get rid of it. Keep it all the time.
Right.
Yes, but like, so no back
So
and
no
forth.
falling back.
No falling back, no springing forward. Just keep it constant. I'm okay with that. But no, I think for elementary school, like, I was like a boring kid because I just was like, I'm going to like study or like.
Were you chubby?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just like, I think I was just, I don't know, like a pretty standard child, whatever that even means.
Did you have a lot of friends in elementary school?
I was not popular, so I was friends with the not popular kids. So, like, there would be, like, the popular kids that would play Foursquare on, like, one Foursquare, and then, like, the non-popular reject kids would be on the other Foursquare, and, like, we would be, like, fine because we had our own little clique of, like, the rejects.
Okay.
It was great, yeah.
Oh my god, I love Foursquare.
So, yeah, Foursquare, and then,
I always wanted to be one, because I always wanted to start off.
yeah.
So.
But it was, like, I was not at all, like, athletically inclined. So,
No.
I know.
Cycling arms.
Well, so like hand-eye coordination, foot-eye, so like kickball, dodgeball, like all
So
those.
you were not good at field day.
I was not good at field day.
Oh.
I was always picked last.
Oh.
It's fine. They always save the best for last.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, yeah, I don't have like any distinct memories of that like youth, other than like just going on the playground. And then also I love those like memes lately where you see like, oh, I can't believe when we were in elementary school that like we would go straight from gym class to like math.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, we'd be like sweaty beasts.
Yeah, but you didn't develop those, for most kids, they hadn't developed the sweat glands properly yet, so they didn't really smell.
Were you not most kids?
No, but there was a kid in my 5th grade class.
There
who,
always
like,
is. Do you
yeah.
remember their name?
No.
Oh.
So what's like your earliest memory of school?
Oh, I remember a lot of school. I remember in kindergarten with Miss Kasdan, like, I can tell you like all of my teachers. I can tell you like a lot of people that I remember. Yeah.
I think I did too many drugs, so
In
I can't
kindergarten?
remember. No, not kindergarten.
You did a different kind of K through 12. You did ketamine.
No, but it's just like I don't remember a lot of like my teachers' names. I remember some of my friends' names and stuff like that, but like I didn't have a lot of friends. So like I had one good friend during elementary school, and his name was Lincoln.
Oh,
And it was this black kid who I lived in my neighborhood, and his parents owned like a small restaurant, like on the way home.
okay.
So we would like pass by there, and he'd have to stop in and blah, blah, blah. And so, but when we got to middle school, he wouldn't be friends with me anymore.
Oh.
And I think that had to do with like his parents kind of figuring out that maybe I was gay, because I got teased a lot.
Yeah.
When I was younger, especially like in, elementary school and middle school, it was really bad because those kids are like the worst.
Kids, like, I vividly remember 5th grade was when it like really started, and I was just like, why me? And it was just like kids say hurtful things. Cause I mean, when you're young, you're trying to figure yourself out, throw into the loop. Now you're being made fun of with things that you don't even know if you are yet. Like,
Right.
I got called gay all the time when I was a kid because, I mean, obviously, but like, I was like, I don't know if I am.
Right.
Cause I was like, I'm 7. Or like, how old are you in 5th grade? 10?
Yeah.
I don't know.
9 or 10, depending.
Like, I'm clearly not old enough to know like who I am as a human. But to answer your question, my first memory of kindergarten is I remember I had this like purple briefcase thing. It was like a play briefcase.
Aww.
And I like brought it in, and I thought I was so cool, and like no one thought, oh my god. Yeah, the memories are flowing in.
The start of your law career.
How old were you in that memory? Like what grade?
Kindergarten, so 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was actually not law. It was like to be an architect. Yeah, I think like it was like when you like go to school like career day or whatever, it's like I'm an architect with my purple little briefcase.
Now you erect other things.
I do. But another memory I have in like 4th or 5th grade is I had brought egg salad because I love egg salad, and my mom made egg salad for lunch or whatever, and I was like so excited to share with all of my friends that I had egg salad. Like I love egg salad, and they're like, "That's disgusting. Go away." And they wouldn't sit with me, and so I sat like at the end of the like the bench or whatever, and I cried. And I ate my lunch alone.
Was it salty from your tears?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
It's hard, right? Like
trauma is deep.
Well, it's funny because we're trying to joke about this because this is where we're at in our lives. But like Andy and I were talking about this at dinner last night, and we were talking about different things, and I started like crying.
It's pain.
Because it's
deep
because that trauma runs deep. Like Lassie is not going to get anyone to help me out of that well.
Ain't no drought in that well. You got enough water for the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay because that's like, it builds us into who we are. And I hate saying that for some reason, but like, it's true.
It's true.
This kind of stuff, like, it creates the layers, if you will, of who we become.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And it stays with us. People think, oh, they're kids, they're going to forget about it later on. I'm like, no, you really don't. Because it's like, and especially like, because this bill has come out and stuff like that, it's very hard for like kids like us who were bullied all the time. Like, this is the whole reason why we do this. It isn't because we're trying to, recruit people. It's because.
No. I mean, I'd love to recruit. I'd love it, but also
you gotta get a new Roomba.
That's not how it works. You know what I mean? Like, but I love the like. I don't know. I don't love. It frustrates me that it's like, oh, we can't say gay in school, but we can like put and shove down throats like, oh, like you're gonna have a boyfriend. Talk about your girlfriend when you're like 4 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like.
So tell me like a really wonderful memory from like elementary school.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. It was Valentine's Day in 1st grade, and or maybe it was kindergarten, whatever it was. I love candy, as we all know.
How did I know this was going to involve food?
So I think it was actually kindergarten.
And you were not a chubby kid with all that egg salad and candy.
I think I just ran around. The kids got energy, but it was like
awful gas.
Right?
No, some things never change.
Exactly.
Thank you. Oh my god! No, don't talk about my gas prices. So it was Valentine's Day, and we had these like almost like performance cards or whatever every day that you'd get like graded on like how well you behaved. And like I remember my dad distinctly saying like, if you get all like goods or greats or whatever, you can eat whatever you want for dinner. And so like I was on my best behavior and like I didn't have any issues, like no bad marks or whatever. And I showed my dad the card and it was like, I want candy for dinner. And he goes, I don't know if that's the case. I'll have to talk to your mother. And I was just like, you told me I could have candy for dinner if I did this. And so I didn't get candy for dinner, but yeah. I was allowed to have like some Valentine's Day candy.
Oh.
I know.
Parents lie.
That's your most wonderful memory?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd have to like, I don't know. What is yours? I'll think about another.
You know what?
Like, it sounded disappointing.
Well, it's like a distinct, I think
it was a feeling of like doing and achieving something. Yes, it had like this twist. It had a twist to it. Ooh. It was so twisty. It was a journey. We laughed, we cried.
I mean, I can't think like K through 5, K through 6. I don't know.
Yeah. See, like my memories are like, I don't have I guess like in the spelling bee. I thought it was so cool because I was in the spelling bee, but this is another one like yours where it's like, it's a great feeling, but it doesn't have the best ending because I didn't win the spelling bee.
I remember that. We are going down memory fucking lane right now.
So I loved it because I started out and I did really well. And then
what place did you
I think I got like 6th or 7th.
Okay.
But you want to know the word that like tripped me up?
Yes.
Vacuum.
Oh, it's the W.
It's the W.
Damn it.
It's like, wait, are you serious? Like, I thought it was 2 C's, a U, an M, and an E.
Yeah. It's vacuum. It's vacuum.
And the other really cool thing I loved was when we got our recorders in the elementary school, so we could do like, you know, the flutophones.
We didn't do those.
They call them recorders, so they're like, you know, these little flutes and stuff, and you like the whole class has to become like a chorus with it and stuff.
Oh,
they do Mary
like
Had a Little Lamb and stuff on it.
How catastrophic did it sound?
It was horrible. Like cats like wailing.
Oh my god! I remember I was also in a spelling bee, and I again like the things that you remember. The 2 words each time I was in a spelling bee, I remember it was linear and genial, and I'm like.
Okay, now you just made me feel like a piece of shit because all I said was vacuum.
but like linear.
Genial.
He was 17.
It was 3rd and 4th grade. Thank you very much. And then in 5th grade, oh my god, with Dominic Venturino, we were on like the geography bee together. But like I knew nothing about geography, which let's be real. So I was like, oh, he was a super smart kid. He's like, oh, do you want to pair up? I'm like, yeah. And, like, you competed with, like, the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and we were in 5th grade, or maybe 6th grade, but, like, I answered none of the questions. It was all him. I was like,
so, do you, like, for me, I remember exactly how my elementary school was laid out.
Oh, yeah,
like, because I walk in, there's the office, you walk to the first break, the main break in after the entrance and to the right was the lunchroom and the auditorium where the stage was. Mm-hmm. And then to the left was the other staircase and then classrooms and stuff. But if I go up that staircase to my left to the 2nd floor and then make a right, that's where the library was. And that was my favorite place.
Uh-huh.
Because I love the library. That
was yours like a closed school or was it open? Like
it was a closed.
Or not closed, like indoor.
Yeah.
All
so
indoor.
it was 2-story.
Nice.
But like the library was my favorite place because Mrs. Turner was, oh my God, I can't believe I remember that name. She was the library. Oh, I'm going to start tearing up. It's kind of like how they make fun of like gay kids who love their English teachers.
What? Is that a thing?
Because like you always, like your English teacher was your favorite because they always kind of knew that you were gay.
Oh.
But like Mrs. Turner was amazing because I would go in there at lunch all the time and then I'd stay after school and help out. And I would go through, I learned the Dewey Decimal System. So I could put all the books away.
Dewey.
I know. I could put all the books away and I helped with the Scholastic School Fair. And I remember my favorite thing was one of the last couple of days of like one of the years, we didn't really have any tests or anything. And so they were playing like Gone with the Wind, which I thought was a weird choice for kids, but
also a 3.5-hour movie,
right? But I got to watch it in the AV center in the library with Mrs. Turner. I didn't have to go to my classroom to watch it.
Okay,
and I was like, I thought it was so cool. And everything, and I was like, I'd work in the library on like, you know, during my lunch, and kids would come in, and I'd be like, "You can't take that out."
Ooh, you had the power.
I know, I did.
You had the power. Did you guys have God, what was it called? Back to school night.
But
did they make you like make dioramas every fucking grade?
Like pictures? We'd have to do pictures or dioramas, but like my parents never really came to that. So I didn't really have to worry about it.
Must be nice. It was diorama. God, so much diorama.
Diorama palooza.
Diorama.
So, okay. So, like, was your elementary school very far from your middle school?
So mine was, so I went to Catholic school, so it was K through 8.
Oh, wow.
So it was all in one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So actually the way, when you were describing your school, so it was like, obviously the classrooms were indoors, but it was like...
No.
But it was like outdoors exposed to the air, obviously, and there was like a wing here, and then it was like a U, and so it was like the wing, the library, and then like another wing, and then there was like another little building over here, which was like the multi-purpose room. The gym was over here with kindergarten, because, you know, you got to keep them alone.
Yeah.
And then in between the kindergarten gym and the, like, first row of classes was just, like, the playground area, which was basically just parking lot. Because there was also a church. So, like, there was a church and everything, but, like, it was the first row was, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the grades 1 through 4, and then the other one was 5, 6, 7, and then it was the reading and Spanish room, and then the 8th graders would be in, like, the other room. So, yeah.
So, like, did you have to wear a uniform?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
With my Catholic schoolgirl skirts. My Britney Spears look.
What was the nun to teacher ratio?
We had only, oh my God. Well, there was Sister Maureen.
Did you have Sister Mary Clarence?
No. We had Sister
She
Mary
turned into a
Elephant.
great chorus.
No, I think there was only two. It was Sister Maureen and then Sister Noreen. And that was it. We didn't have a lot of, like, clerical.
Okay. Because see, my middle school was just like a block away from my elementary school. So, like, I lived 2 blocks from the elementary school, so I could walk to school, and then I could walk to the middle school.
I always wanted to walk to school.
Did you?
Yeah, because we had to drive.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be like a 15-minute drive. And
see,
like,
I always wanted to drive to school because then you look cool when you get dropped off.
oh no. It was always a rush to get out and like make sure that you had enough, like make sure you eat breakfast and make sure that you get out in time because there's traffic and rush hour.
Plus, if I get dropped off and then get picked up, then there's less chance of me getting beat up on the way home.
True.
Which happened almost all the time.
Aww.
So it's okay. You know, it's like middle school is cool because I was like, okay, I only have 2 years in here where some people have 3. So I was like, oh, I'm starting right in the middle of it. I remember I like to perform because I was like, my favorite memory from elementary school was the spelling bee, and my favorite memory from middle school is the lip sync contest we had.
Stop it! No.
Yes, because I did "If You Leave" by OMD.
Okay.
That was in Pretty in Pink. You know which one I'm talking about?
I don't.
If you leave, don't leave now. That's as much as I can sing because I don't. But I remember I made my mom buy me this jacket.
Oh no!
And it had like the patches on the elbows, and I thought it looked so cool. And my friend Kyle was doing a Phil Collins song, so he was like
was
after
it
me.
In the Air Tonight?
No,
Oh, it should have.
It was
been.
like it was a different
Kyle.
one. Oh God. But he was dressed as like a hobo.
Oh,
because that was in the video.
okay.
So-
I mean, sure.
But I remember I was like on stage and I auditioned for the lip sync contest, and the judges were girls from the high school.
Oh,
So that was kind of cool.
Okay.
And this one girl was like, "Oh my God, you did so great. Just, loosen up and do a little dancing." And I'm like, so when it came time to actually do the actual lip sync contest, in the breakdown where there's like really no singing and the synthesizer is going whatever.
yeah.
I was doing this like back and forth like the worm or the snake or something.
No.
I was like-
Yes. Did you win?
No,
Oh.
because it was rigged. Because there was a group of kids who was doing You're the One That I Want from Greece.
Ugh, the
And-
level of unprofessionalism.
Right. And one of the judges was one of the parents of the
Goop.
kid. And I was like,
ew. Ugh.
yeah, son of a bitch.
Yeah. God damn.
But I was like, that to me was like my favorite memory from middle school.
That's like a talent show, right?
Yeah, it was just like a
Kind of
lip sync contest. We all just,
Yeah.
like, I had to lip sync for my life.
thing. And you, well,
And I've already told you what my
unfortunately,
worst like memory from middle school was.
No.
Oh, I think I told this on a previous episode. Like,
Well,
where
for the new listener.
it was for the new listeners. It was one of my. It was like my first day, and I thought I looked so good because I had like on this outfit, and it was really baggy, but that was like the kind of the cool thing at that time, and it was like yellow, like jogging pants kind of thing.
Okay.
And then it had a yellow and white striped shirt.
Oh, God.
And I was like,
Did
oh,
someone call you Big Bird?
no. And it had like a bowl cut because I'm Asian, so that's what Asian kids have. And
Everyone had a bowl cut.
I go into the boys' locker room for PE, and the coach is like, "Aren't you supposed to be in the other locker room?" He thought I was a girl,
Oh, no.
and I was like, "Is this how my fucking middle school life is gonna be like?" So it was hard.
My worst memory is that I sat on Silly Putty.
I'm sure if my friend Daniel was like from, oh my God, I can't believe I remember his name. Oh my God, it's so weird that things are like rushing back at me.
Yep.
But like I think his worst memory from middle school would be we were out at lunch because we could eat outside on outside the
So
cafeteria.
nice they let you out.
Yeah, exactly. And he was like, he was doing something. He was looking up, and a bird pooped in his mouth.
Oh no!
I think that's good luck.
Oh no!
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, those both don't sound that
I
great.
have a couple questions for you boys or gentlemen. Did you have any boy crushes?
Yes, Matthew Cloberdance.
Oh, you
In
know
second
his
grade, they
name.
told me
Or girl
I dreamt about
crushes?
him.
I don't want to like
What?
put it on that you were attracted to guys, but girl or guy crushes?
Oh no,
all
Matthew
guys.
Cloberdance, yeah,
All
Yeah.
guys.
Actually, no. And then Rowena, I had a crush on her because she came in 6th grade and was like new.
Like the vacuum?
no, that's
And the iron?
Rowena.
Oh.
So she's Filipina,
Oh.
right? So it's Rowena, but everyone called her Rowena.
Okay.
And like it was not the right name, but like I had a crush on her and I wanted her to be my girlfriend because I was like, oh, you're new and cool. Like I think it was more like I want to be your friend, and then she denied me. Yeah,
Now she's like, thank God, because he's gay.
yeah. I think I don't know what she's doing with her life, but yeah.
So my crush was actually Mr. Klein. He was a teacher. but like he took me under his wing. Like he wanted to like befriend me because he knew I was having issues at home, like with my parents, and I was being bullied a lot and stuff like that. But oh my God, he was so hot. he was like basically I think where a lot of what I prefer in a guy comes from. Like he was thick, but he was built.
Okay.
Like he looked like he worked out a lot, and I was
Have
just
you-
like,
do you have like a picture of him that like you could find from the?
no, and I'm like, I've looked before.
Is he online?
No,
Is he alive?
I don't
still?
know.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Send me his information. I'll find him.
Okay.
It's like the Lady Gaga meme. It's like I don't know his name. Oh, I found it.
But it's like I remember we were gonna go do something. He was gonna take me out and like we were gonna go hang out and stuff, and it was nothing.
Yeah.
Like, insidious or anything like that. Like
Great word.
I know, right? And we were at his house, and he just got done working out, and then he picked me up, and then we went back to his house, and he's like, "I just got to shower and change real quick, and then we'll go out." And he walked out in a towel, and I was like,
This
done.
is an after school special. Right now. After school special.
I know. I was like, I know you're not saying it's insidious, but it sounds real. He walked out in just a towel, and then it dropped and started in my mouth.
Sounds like Shonda Rhimes' TV
I
show.
wish, because I was like, holy shit. Like, yeah.
I had no hot teachers. None. Ugh, I wish.
Not even in high school?
No.
You didn't go to Catholic school for high school,
I
right?
did. I went to Catholic school K
God.
through 12. I know, that's why I'm so fucked up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And the Catholic school was an all boys high school.
It was?
Yeah. So
Oh.
for high school, it was
Yeah.
terrible. It sucked.
What about,
because like being in the closet, like I feared, like the power of God feared in me of like doing gym class, because
didn't
I
want
was
to pop
like,
a boner?
oh, yep, and like we had to shower, and they were like, it was open showers, and I was like, fuck, and I was like, I'll just go in the corner and I'll make eye contact. And it was like the worst quarter or whatever.
I still do that when I go to like public restrooms and there's like no dividers between the stalls. Even if there's a divider between the stalls, I'll still go to a
between
corner
the
one.
stalls.
I mean, between the urinals.
I'm like, what?
No, between
I'm
the
just taking a shit next to Bob over here. Hey, you need toilet paper? Get a bidet.
You sound like you need this. But like,
Here's also some Metamucil. Bitch, you need fiber. Here's a banana.
you struggle, girl. You having a baby. But I still do that even if there's dividers between the urinals. Like I'll go to a corner.
I hate it.
Because it was like from school. Like I hated
Same.
like going to the
I never went to
bathroom or-
Did you go to the bathroom at all in elementary school? Like at school?
No.
Me neither. I felt like I would hold my poop. And then I would get home, and it would like release the kraken. But like I wouldn't even want to go pee. I was afraid to go pee. So like for a good 8 years of my life, I like had probably suppressed my poor bowels and bladder systems. Even in high school, because I was like morally afraid. Like
Morally? Like, is it affecting your morals?
morbidly.
Mortally.
Morally, thank you.
Yeah, like, ethically, I can't go to the bathroom.
This doesn't fit well with my moral compass. But I had this like fear that like the stall would open. Like if I'm pooping and like the urinals, like, and to this day, I don't go to a urinal, even if there's a divider. I'm like, I'll just go pee in like the stall.
See, my fear was that I was going to go poop and then somebody was going to see me coming out, and they were going to be like, "Oh!" and then they're going to like make fun of me.
Oh,
Like, everybody poops, bro. Did you read the book?
Did you have like also when you like the few times I had to go poop at school, it was like probably like an emergency, but there would be like there would be basically like children that would look through the stall crack because I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, it's because you're like in 8th grade and then these kids are just like, look at, and I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Oh my god, I remember Andrew Joan's little brother. I forget what his name was, but not Andrew Joan. They were a weird family, really nice kids, except the little brother was like, a little kooky, and so he pooped in the urinal.
Like, you watched him do it?
No, but I remember I remember I walked in and he had his he was at the urinal with his pants all the way down, and I was like, nope, and I like walked out, and then apparently someone went in and was like, pooped in the urinal.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So like, were you part of any groups or like anything in high school? Like,
no.
Did you do anything like mathletes or
no? I
Geography Club, United Nations.
None of the above. I did like track and field, but like again, not designed for sports. I did it just because it's like PE credits, so I didn't have to go shower in the PE thing or whatever.
Oh.
But high school was just really me trying to like study and like be a good student.
See,
was
like,
very boring.
When I went into high school, you could take summer classes right before your freshman year to kind of like get extra credits.
Oh, okay.
Done. So like I went and did health class.
Okay.
And so I told myself, I'm like, when I go to high school, I'm going to be funny. Like that was my thing. Like that's where I get my sense of humor from, is from having to be that person.
Yeah.
And so I made friends, and that was some of my other school crushes, like Doug Boone, who was like one of my best friends at the time. I had a crush on him. I got him laid. Not by a girl, not by me. Like I was kind of like a pimp or something. I don't know.
On the corner.
And like there were other guys that I was like, and in high school is where I had like my first sexual experience with a guy. But the good thing for me is, which I don't think happened for you, was I was able to find like a group outside of school that helped me deal with like my feelings and my gay feelings. They were called DIVA, but it was Delta Youth Alliance. But the V was an upside down, the pink triangle. Uh-huh. So it was called DIVA, and it was great. And I met a lot of cool people through that.
That actually, yeah, I didn't have anything like that.
Yeah, but like for me, I was part of like drama.
Okay.
And I did Taming of the Shrew because my friend Lloyd was in it, and I thought Lloyd was so cute because he was like big guy. He looked like he was like 20 when he was in high school. So I I did Taming of the Shrew because he was doing it, and I ended up with like 2 roles in that show. I did chorus and stuff, so I thought that was I thought that was fun. And then I joined the FHA just because which probably, plays into the whole gay thing.
What's FHA?
Future Homemakers of America.
I would say Future Homo of America.
That's what FGOA, Future Gays of America.
But the only reason I did it was because...
Is that like a home ec?
I told guys, I'm like, they're like, oh, that's gay, bro. And I'm like, oh, bro, I'm hanging out with all the girls. Who are you hanging out with?
Oh.
And I was the only guy, so I was automatically put up for the homecoming court for FHA because each group had to put up homecoming,
that's fun,
prince and a princess
or
whatever.
Fun stuff in high school.
So, we had a lot of fun stuff because we were right next to Universal Studios. We're right across the street from Universal.
Yeah, that's right.
So like all the stars basically either came through our high school or
what stars?
Like Clarissa from Clarissa Explains It All, Joey Fatone. You had
like real cool people.
I mean, he's okay.
But like they were like celebrities.
Yeah, their celebrities came through our school, and they filmed stuff there too. Because I told you. There? Yeah, I told you I was in an episode of Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah, as a football player, that was when it started. That was when your acting career just skyrocketed.
I know. So you didn't come out in high school, right?
No, but I knew.
Yeah,
I had known.
See, I did, and that like cost me friends.
I was gonna ask, like, did it change the dynamic or your experience in high school?
Yes. I mean, not by much because I was already getting like...
How old were you? 17?
Like 16.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was dealing with like suicidal thoughts and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point, like why kids need the resources they do.
Yep.
But like I told my close group of friends, so Sean, David, and Mike, and we were 4 kids, each a group of best friends. So it's like Sean and David were best friends, me and Mike were best friends. And then we just hung out together. Even though we had circle jerks and stuff too, but you know, whatever.
Oh, but they,
yeah.
Okay.
So, but funny thing is, Sean came out as bi later on, and then David actually had a relationship with one of my exes later on.
And the other person's now a woman.
But when I told them, they kind of turned their back on me at the time.
Aww.
And
all of them?
Yes.
Wow.
Even Mike. And me and Mike got our jobs at Universal together.
Really?
Like, yeah, his dad helped us get jobs at Universal. So Mike used to work in Zone 2 at Animal Crackers, and I worked in Zone 1 at the studio store. And so I made a lot of friends. He didn't make a lot of friends.
It's karma.
Yes, exactly. But I remember he turned his back on me. And the funny thing is we were so close. Like, I would spend like every other day at his house and like spend the night and then go to school the next day.
Did you ever talk about like after that fact?
No,
or like
because
he like just legit alienated you.
Legit alienated me and told people that I was gay, and then I'd come out to him and everything. I remember one time I was working Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and he came through with some other guys and I guess his girlfriend at the time. And
wait, did he come out as bi? No, the other guy did. Okay,
another guy, but he walked by and he said "fag" to me.
So wow.
At work.
So like you came out to him and then he just like dipped.
Right.
Wow.
And I was like, I thought I was going to lose my job because I was getting ready to like throw hands because I was like, you son of a bitch.
Wow.
Because I had like the person I was working with had to stop me from saying something. I was like, okay.
What was his name again?
Mike. I'm not going to give the last name.
No, I relate to Mike. Like I didn't know how to like deal with what I was experiencing. And so, like, the way to do that was, because I played sports, I was very active, but, like, there was one kid named Chad, and he was openly gay in our high school in Wyoming. And so, like, everybody made fun of Chad, including me. And I still have, like, I'm working through that. Just because I was like, I don't want what Chad's going through. So I was totally afraid. So I distanced myself by joining the group that made fun of Chad.
But did you ever, like, reach out to Chad afterwards and like years later and been like, hey, I'm really sorry about that? Or...
not to like dampen the mood. Chad committed suicide.
Oh,
yeah. So like never a chance to apologize.
Right.
Yeah. So
it's hard.
It's really hard.
You know,
but that's even more reason why we need to say gay.
Right. Have you ever had anybody who picked on you before, like reach out to you afterwards through social media or even?
No, I remember like Daniel DeChico. Fuck you, bleep your name, whatever. But like, he came into the school in 5th grade and was like, I was like all like welcoming, like welcome, and like we were like friends. And then he got like absorbed into the popular crowd and like immediately turned and started like making fun of me. And I was just like, I like welcomed you into the school when you like first came here, and like we were like cool, and then you immediately like started to make fun of me. And so, but like, yeah, the people out there, like, and to this day, like, I can tell you, like, exactly the people that, like, made fun of me. But, like, no one has reached out to apologize or anything like that.
I was telling Andy this, too. Like, you know, I remember being at Southern Nights in Orlando one night, and I happened to look over, and there was a guy from high school who was there. And I remember that he used to make fun of me, and then not really that bad, but would sometimes do that. And then he would also he wouldn't stand up for me or anything. And so and this is somebody I thought who was my friend back in the day, but like, and then it come to find out that he's gay, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of times with kids, they don't have the capacity to understand what they're doing.
Right.
And then I don't think that they ever feel remorseful just because maybe they don't have someone that models that behavior to them. And like, I never had closure from those experiences in my past of like being bullied, but like what you were saying earlier, like it's shaped who I am today. And like, yes, it was painful. Yes, it was traumatic, but like I wouldn't have had it any other way because that's kind of like how I am so resilient today.
Yeah. And that's great. So I think that's a great stopping point, but I do have a couple of wrap-up questions.
Oh,
questions.
wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Ooh, ooh, that's what they tell you to put a condom on.
Is that going to be my new, is that going to be our new segment? Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap.
Is that like where we like actually?
That's
Listen, Chody.
That's
No,
Andy
we can
every
have
week.
it to be like where we're rapping. Like, I'm gonna ask you a question today.
And I want to know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Hot fire.
Word to your mother.
We'll workshop that later.
Can't copyright that, bitch. That's an original.
All right. So, if you were going to your high school reunion, who would you most be excited to see, and who would you most be nervous to see?
Oh my god. Like attendees or like teachers?
Either.
Oh.
All right, so while you're thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and answer. So, most excited, I for a while there, I thought it was going to be the same one because I thought it was going to be Mike. Because I'd be most excited to see him just because of the friendship that we had. It was so part of who I am kind of thing. And also the most nervous to see because, like, if I saw him, I'd probably want to hit him in the face. So, but I think most nervous would be Mike. Most excited would be actually Mrs. Ruggiero, who was our drama teacher. And I can't believe I remember this now, but like, she was amazing. Like, she was just great. Like, as a Karen Ruggiero. Oh my God. That's so crazy.
I mean, I'm thinking like there's plenty of teachers I wouldn't want to see. But like in terms of people, I remember Christina Yosef. Her real name was Nineveh. Like, I think it's like a region or like a river or something and like whatever. And I called her Ninny Poo. Because there's just like, I don't know, like Nineveh or whatever. It's like a beautiful area. But I would be really excited to see her because I haven't seen her probably since high school. And like, we were just like weird. And like, we would drive to Krispy Kreme and like, I had like a Chevy Silverado with like manual windows and we would just be like singing random crap. Oh my God. But I would be excited to see her. And then probably I would not be excited to see Mr. Karras, my geometry teacher, because he was a dick.
And you don't remember any geometry?
No.
So question, I thought it was an all-boys school, so how would...
It was an all-boys school, but across the street was an all-girls school. And we weren't allowed to have shared classes freshman and sophomore year, but junior and senior year we were.
Oh.
And so like we would intermingle.
Okay.
Into the courtyard.
Fraternized.
I will say though that Crondelet was a girls' school and they had legit cookies. So like I would at break, and you would get like 3 for $1. So I would take my $2 and get 6 gigantic Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. But I would also like have to run over there because we only had 10 minutes in break and get my cookies and they were fresh. Oh.
Spunkmeyer.
Well, since you weren't pooping at school, you had plenty of time.
Exactly.
The bowels were being held in. The cookies were the glue.
All right. So last question is like any fashion that you wish would make a comeback from when you were in high school or school? No? Because
it was all like, oh God, like the Abercrombie and Fitch polos that you would wear 2 polos and you would pop your collar and it would be different colored collars. It was stupid. It was so stupid. I would never wear anything I wore in high school.
See, I would love Cross Colors to come back.
What's
like,
Cross Colors?
Cross Colors was this fashion brand, and it was very cool because they were, I think they were very Afrocentric.
I'm for that.
But like,
yes.
It was so cool, and I thought it was like the best thing.
I like the colors.
Yeah,
legit. Yeah.
So,
overalls. I'd be fine with that.
Oh my God, I just ordered overalls and they're supposed to come this week and I'm so excited.
Are they overall pants or shorts?
No, they're shorts. Okay. I'm so excited.
Are you going to wear anything under it? Or are you going to have a straw hat and like a little thing of wheat?
What does this look like? Cotton Eye Joe? What the fuck? All right, well, anything you want to end with, Joe?
No, that's it.
Well, guys, just remember, it's like be kind.
And say gay.
And say gay.
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 I did it.
Gay. Okay. All right, have a great week, everyone. Bye.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.